bluefin as possible on Pickering Creek today. We're in a artificial only section. So stocked here I think earlier this week, but this is a delayed harvest, so you can't keep anything right now and you have to use artificials. But it's a good day to learn how to fish, dress appropriately, and actually heavy fishing pressure. There's a lot of cars. Yeah, let's see what you got for bait. Hold your, so we're going with a little zero, there we go, that's little zero MEPS. And then I'm going with the old trout magnet here. And we got some jigs, we got some extra lures in the back. But we're traveling pretty light today. Dropped your glove. Okay, be careful you don't fall in there. Throw your gloves in, leave your glove there, that's fine. You want to cast straight across from you or upstream a little bit, just to give it a little time to get low. Watch the trees. Looks like a good spot. Got two spots where the waters merge. Some deep channels, a lot of little slip streams for them to get out of the current in. I think it's a little bit fast, but it is getting warm today, so might be a few hiding behind some of these rocks. Kevin's throwing the trout magnet. So right now he's doing across the current and letting it just drift down. I'm going to bounce off the bottom. It's working out a snag right now. Looks good. Hey, nice cast. Ooh. Okay, that way. Go up on the trail. Okay, let's go.
Did you get these?
Oh, I'm ready. Let's roll. What are you looking for? You tell me.
Yes.
Oh, this looks good. Look at this little hole here. Yes. Let's sneak in there. Yeah. This guy likes to run and gun. I use those rapids will oxygenate the water, especially in summer. The pool right below those spots will usually hold some trout. I usually fish on my own for streams before kids, and I'll just kind of watch. So I'll watch more than fish, especially with trout. If you can't see any, I'm not going to waste my time even throwing it in, but I'll just walk slowly up and down the streams and watch, see what they're eating, look at the insects. It's a little different approach than lake fishing and some of the other fishing. They're all fun, just a different type of approach. But it's been doing a lot of ice fishing the last few weeks, so it's good to get off the ice and out into the streams and just start getting it ready for kind of kick off the trout season coming soon here in Pennsylvania. Stockings have just started. February 15th, they moved it up this year because of COVID. So most streams are now off limits. I don't know how many people know that, but most stocked trout streams are now off limits till opening day, which I think is April 3rd. Don't quote me on these, I'm just not reading a prompter or anything. I think March 27th is the mentor day where the kids can harvest, I think maybe 2 trout, and adults are allowed to fish with their mentor or with the kids, but they're not allowed to keep anything, which is fair. And that's it. I'm going to put my phone down and get my get this bad boy right here, micro magnet, kick this kid out of a spot and see if I can catch something. Here's the Pickering Creek, and here's a good example of deer. Yeah, nibbling on the pine tree. This time of year, everything is covered with snow, so this is getting late in the winter, and this is when deer starve to death. So they are hungry when they start eating pine trees. And we can see their footprints. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a really good deer print. That's what they look like. And they're nibbling, and that's Kevin's fishing lure. Thank you, Kevin.
See, my lure is so close.
He gets real obnoxious when he doesn't catch fish, right?
I'm sad.
Okay. This way! Let it drop under there and then let the current take it down. There you go. There's 2 in there. I can see one right there. And then there's one right up there. So they're holding off this cut bank right here. Current comes down, and it cuts under this rock. And then there's a little rock dam, and that's where they're hiding. There's just 2 of them laying right there. Let's go unsnag Kevin. They call him Snag Master. Look at that. Look at that nightmare. I don't even want to come over there. Hey. Oh, off he went. There's your fish, Kev. Is that the one that was brighter than the rest out there?
Huh?
Was that the one that was brighter than the others?
Yeah.
So, you can see the red in them.
That's when he goes for his runs, that's when you want to take him out of that fast stuff. So, just play with it. Alright, got it. He's pulling hard. So, lightly pull. Alright, pick up. There you go. Pick up, pick up. There you go. Yep, there you go. Perfect. Now pick up. A little bit more. And you keep him moving. That's good. Come on. There you go.
With a fly rod, you can use the rod as like that leverage. It's so long, it takes up that slack.
There you go. Alright, now bring him in. Now, let your rod pick up and you can take more control of the fish. Like that. There you go.
Yeah.
Bring him in. Oh.
One more.
It's not done yet.
You're right.
There you go. Hang on. Take your time with him. Take this on a fly rod. You let them control you. There you go. There you go. Right, you can't get on in.
Keep that rod tip up. A little.
Lift up the rocket. And right back and over. There you go. Keep lifting a little bit.
Keep lifting it up. Lift it up. Lift it up. Just the rod, Kev. Lift it up. High. Higher. Okay. Let him come back. There you go.
Good job, bud. That's not even the big one in here.
That's a nice fish.
Yeah. Ah. There you go.
So caught a few nice fish today. Needed a lot of help. We met a nice guy on the Pickering Creek. Didn't even get his name. Real cool dude. He was catching a ton of fish, one after another. You know, obvious that he had fished there a long time, and was a heck of a fly fisherman. And as usual, we seem to meet the nicest people in the creek, so he gave Kevin multiple chances to reel it in, even lost one. And you'll see a couple of the ones that you see in the video you watched reel in. He snagged them on the dorsal fin accidentally, so we tried to team up on those to get those fish in so they're not suffering. You know, it takes a lot out of them when they're fighting in the cold water like that. So you know, if you see it on the video snagged, it's not on purpose. We didn't purposely snag the fish. It happens. But every fish we caught today and every fish that guy caught today did a good recovery and swam away hard. Even the big rainbow that was really tired, we watched him. He went down in the current and laid there for a little bit. And then we checked on him maybe a couple minutes later, and he was still kind of like laying there. So we went in and moved him out to the stronger current where you get more oxygen. And when we went to do that, we touched him. He swam off like full bore. So he was definitely feeling a whole lot better even by the time we went back for him. So yeah, you got to get out in the water. You got to make your day comfortable for the little ones. If you're going to put a kid on water, you know, everyone thinks it's just about fishing and like how to get the kids hooked on fishing. You know, it's really how to get them out having a good time all day on the creek. And if you spend all day, a lot of days on the creek for hours playing around, you meet people, you see different techniques, you see different things while you're out there, and that's kind of how you learn. You've got to put the time in. There's no way around putting the time in. So you make it comfortable, make the kids some food out there, make sure you have snacks, have fun, look for the nature. There's deer tracks, there's, you know, we saw a beaver slide. There's all kinds of stuff that you can see and keep the kids engaged and entertained. And then eventually it happens. You start hooking fish. You you'll get them. You got to keep the line in the water. So that's it for this week. Catch us next week. We might go back to Pickering Creek. I'm not sure. We might get the fly rod. Might take that back out. Learned a couple things myself today from that guy. A couple new ideas. So we'll see. Might go out and give her a luck with the fly rod. Why not? All right. Later.